We are live in our studios on Kariba Avenue. You're watching QTV Nightly News and I am Jacqueline Coley. Thanks for joining us. Here are the main news headlines. Professor Per Gomez, the Minister of Higher Education, Research, Science and Technology, has announced plans to integrate the Gambia College into the University of Education, the Gambia. And in a bid to promote decentralization and stimulate economic growth, the Gambia Chamber of Commerce and Industry, GCCI, has inaugurated a new branch in Basse in the Upper River region. We speak to renowned historian Hassoum Ceesay, who plays a key role in preserving and promoting the Gambia's rich cultural heritage shaped by diverse civilizations, colonial influences and global connections. On Friday, 42 scouts in the Gambia were recognized in a ceremony for successfully completing an intensive leadership training program. And in sports news, over 80 players from different teams and football academies participated in the opening day of football trials for 16 to 19-year-olds at the Brikama Box Bar Mini Stadium. Those were the headlines. Now let's take a look at the news in details. The Ministry of Higher Education, Research, Science and Technology is set to integrate the Gambia College into the University of Education, the Gambia, in a few weeks' time. Professor Per Gomez, the Minister of Higher Education, says the new move is to enhance the professional development of teachers to boost education in the country. Usman Jata tells us more.
For more than 3 decades, the Gambia College has trained, graduated and deployed thousands of teachers to various schools across the country. In a historic decision on April 25, 2024, the Cabinet approved the transformation of the Gambia College into the University of Education, the Gambia. Addressing the college's latest symposium, Professor Per Gomez, Minister of Higher Education, Research, Science and Technology, unveils the structure of the University of Education, the Gambia.
We will now start moving some of the schools from the college into the University of the Gambia. So they will cease as part of Gambia College or this University of Education. They will now integrate into the University of the Gambia. One, for instance, the School of Nursing and the School of Public Health will be moved to the University of the Gambia School of Medicine and Allied Health Sciences. The School of Agriculture will be moved into the University of Gambia School of Agriculture and Environmental Sciences. So the college will be left with only one school, that is School of Education. Then the UTG School of Education will move to the Gambia College, now University of Education. They mind now to form University of Education, the Gambia.
This transformation will expand access to tertiary and higher education in the Gambia, ensuring the provision of competent teachers, education managers and planners in a bid to maximize available resources to enhance the education sector. Prof. Gomez announced the introduction of new programs at the University of Education to encourage specialization.
So we've been teaching teachers in ECD. They'll be in the nurse schools for a while, very good teachers. But later, because they want to advance, they will go for PTC, HTC, or a degree. So when they graduate, when they come back, they are no longer going back to ECD. So it means that you would have lost a well-trained specialist. You now create a situation where this person will not have anything to envy. those who are doing PTC, the advanced diploma primary or secondary or graduate, because this person would have been also a graduate. In essence, and I say, the roadmap we are putting forward is a roadmap where, in the long run, even at nursery schools, our teachers will be graduate teachers.
Professor Per Gomez further emphasizes the importance of investing in the professional development of teachers.
Initiatives such as exchange programs, specialized training workshops, and leadership opportunities for teachers will be instrumental. And 3, community engagement and inclusivity. The Gambia College and now the University of Education must expand its reach, working with communities to identify local needs and create inclusive education strategies. Special focus must be placed on bridging the urban-rural divide and ensuring that no child, regardless of background, is left behind.
The transformation of the Gambia College into the University of Education marks a crucial step towards the Gambia's higher education reform agenda, ensuring the provision of quality and relevant teacher training, school management and planning programs. Osman Chata reporting for QTV News.
That's a great initiative. So moving on, in a bid to promote decentralization and stimulate economic growth, the Gambia Chamber of Commerce and Industry, GCCI, has inaugurated a new branch in Basse in the Upper River region. The opening ceremony was covered by our regional reporter Samba Kamara, with the report narrated by Pa Kabasuso.
By establishing a presence in the Upper River region, GCCI aims to better serve local businesses, provide resources and support for entrepreneurs, and create more opportunities for economic development. The CEO of GCCI, Sarata Konate, delivered warm welcoming remarks at the event, outlining the key objectives of her office.
For the purpose of expanding, for the purpose of bringing business services, business support to the region of URR, not only in Basse. It is that same objective that brings us in front of you today, which we are so pleased and indeed honored that you are able to come and even listen to some of the objectives that have been highlighted by Saini and which we will continue to identify to you through our chairperson's statement later on today.
The CEO of Basse Area Council, Mohammed, expressed his excitement, highlighting the significance of the new GCCI branch in Basse.
Coming to the agenda itself, or like GCCI coming to Basse, for me, it's a dream come true. As in, we always discuss in our previous discourse on our private discussion. I'm part of people who always advocate that in terms of GCCI should have its decentralized structures within the region. So coming here, inaugurating it whilst occupying the office of the highest political office of the region, so indeed it's a pleasure.
Nyundu Fati serves as the treasurer of the Gambia Chamber of Commerce and Industry.
During 1967, the GCCI established.
The GCCI was originally established in the Greater Banjul area with the primary goal of empowering business communities and the private sector. After 57 years of operation, it has become clear that the GCCI's full impact cannot be achieved without expanding our presence to Basse. Strategically located, Basse serves as a key link to neighboring countries such as Senegal, Mali, and Guinea-Bissau.
Local residents and business owners express optimism about the new branch, which is expected to increase access to business services, training, and networking opportunities. Furthermore, the initiative aligns with government's broader strategy of decentralization, which aims to empower regional communities and stimulate local economies. For QTV News, Pakaba Suso.
Renowned historian Hassum Cisse plays a key role in preserving and promoting the Gambia's rich cultural heritage shaped by diverse civilizations, colonial influences, and global connections. Our Bob spoke with Mr. Cisse to explore his passion for history, has his efforts to safeguard the nation's heritage and its leadership at the National Museum.
Renowned historian Hassum Ceesay was born in Panjang in 1971, a writer and museum curator at the Gambia National Museum. Ceesay's deep passion for history is reflected in his dedication to preserving and promoting Gambian heritage. Hassum Ceesay attended Armitage High School and Forebay College in Sierra Leone. He then pursued higher education at Canada's St. Mary's University, earning a Bachelor of Arts in History in 1999. In 2003, he completed a postgraduate diploma in Museum Studies from the University of Nairobi, Kenya. Mr. Ceesay's passion for history and storytelling is driven by his deep love for reading significant historical literature.
I feel engaged and fulfilled. Okay, working in the archives, living through the old files, old photographs, old maps. There's this sense of achievement that I am helping to discover, and sometimes even to recover aspects of the history of my country. Country like the Gambia, that was exploited, oppressed, and colonized. Okay, we need to sort of reconquer all that we have lost. Through colonialism, we lost our languages, we lost our cultures, we lost our heroes. Now it is only through history that we can reappropriate these national treasures.
As the study of change over time, history encompasses all aspects of human society, including political, social, economic, and scientific developments, amongst others. Ceesay emphasizes the significance of history.
It is a passion. If people ask me who else, I say, well, if anybody has the same passion as I have, then that would be wonderful. I had this Sierra teacher, Mr. Mbayo, who took a good liking for me, kept at me so closely, opened his, doors. There was also this principal at Armitage, Mr. Njai, who really encouraged me into reading, all the history books, the magazines. In those days, there was no internet, very little radio, and so we used to do like a lot of reading.
Hassum Ceesay's work goes beyond storytelling. As a historian, he conducts extensive research and writes biographies of influential Gambians who have made significant contributions to the progress of the country.
People tell me that they want to study history, but people discourage them. I think that is very unfortunate. History is a subject that should be at the center of any nation's academic work. Because like I said, it's memory. When you erase the memory of a country, then that is a quick way of conquering them, of paralyzing that country. Because without memory, people cannot be put into dutiful action. It is becoming very, very difficult for people to measure in history in this country. Because the narrative is, what are you going to do? Well, that is a very, very sad question. If you are trained as a historian, you have a lot more to do than, in fact, any other professional. Okay? Because your job is to preserve memory. Your job is to preserve heritage.
Mr. Ceesay strongly believes that the study of history should be at the heart of a nation's academic focus.
It boosts, the morale of citizens. Okay, because every country has great moments in history, great persons in history. Great places. Okay, so it is the duty of the historian to keep these, places, events, in fresh memory. Okay, so that when things are tough, in times of crisis, or even in times of happiness, people can go back to history.
As the years pass, Hassum Ceesay continues to inspire the next generation of Gambian historians. He also advocates for more Gambians to specialize in history to help preserve the country's rich cultural heritage. Reporting for QTV News, I am Our Bob.
That story from Our Bob will now take us to the commercial break, but we have more local and sports stories. Do stay tuned.
mooy fan fii mooy Inessa di place bi nga xam ne moom la ñëpp taam place bii bépp xeetu ataaya bu baax rek bu dugg see ci dëkk bi xamal ne fii rek la am bara warga bii neex na lool saf na ba pare tamit nag am gu bu neex boo ko naanee rek da ngay kontaan ci saasi añ ba suur ba gëreesal li nga lekk jëndal baara ataaya bii ndax moom la ñëpp taam gis nga sama client bii ataaya bu neex bu ne moom laa koy njëkk a jox ndax moom kat ataaya bu neex rek lay wër baara warga bii mooy warga bi gën te moo gën a saf kon nag ràññee leen ko bu baax kon daw leen gaaw ca Banjul foofu ca Inessa di place bi nga xam ni foofu rek nga ko mën a amee wholesale wala retail mu ngi foofu ci boori court house bi foofu ca Banjul wala nga daw ci bépp marché bépp supermarket bépp boutique fépp foo dugg rek di nga mën a am baara warga bii nga xam ne moom la ñëpp di wër tey baara warga moo dàq ci warga yi man maa ngi ci moom ndax su ma maree ataaya moom rek lay naan.
Browse Bitus. QCell brings your promo like never before. Get unlimited internet for just $25 Cs. Yes! Recharge $25 Cs and enjoy the convenience of free internet from 1 a.m. to 6 a.m. every day with our Browse Bitus promo. With this amazing offer, you can browse, stream, and download all your favorite movies for free. So why wait? Recharge $25 Cs today and enjoy free internet only with QCell between 1 a.m. to 6 a.m. For more information, call customer care on 111. QCell, Senior Bus, we innovate, others follow. Terms and conditions apply.
Welcome back. If you're just tuning in, you're watching QTV News and I'm Jacqueline Coley. Moving on to our next story, 42 scouts in the Gambia were recognized in the ceremony for successfully completing an intensive leadership training program on Friday. This initiative is a part of a broader effort to empower and develop young leaders across the country. John Nabasonko has the rest of that story.
Scouting is a global movement with 176 member organizations known as National Scout Organizations that work closely together to promote peace, sustainability, and mutual understanding. By empowering young people as active citizens and future leaders, these organizations help shape the leaders of tomorrow. In alignment with this mission, the Gambia Scout Association recently organized a successful basic leadership training to enhance the quality and effectiveness of scouting in the country. This training equipped Scouts with vital skills and make meaningful contributions to their communities. Babukar Bojang is one of the participants who benefited from the invaluable training.
Well, scouting has impacted a lot in my life. First, I started from the primary school level. It has given me a privilege and honor to stand in front of the public and express myself. And also it has impacted a lot in terms of improving my extracurricular activities. It also helped me through interacting with other colleagues in scouting to share ideas, share knowledge, and which has greatly helped me a lot in terms of improving on my academic career.
The Gambia Scout Association was founded in 1921 and became a member of the World Organization of the Scout Movement in 1984. Over the years, the association has faced leadership challenges, particularly due to conflicts of interest, which have hindered its ability to effectively fulfill its mission. These challenges have created several obstacles in the implementation of the organization's vision to serve and empower young Gambians. Amadou Dafe, the Chief Commissioner of the Scout Association, highlighted the challenges the association faces.
Mobility. No mobility. No headquarters. We are using one of our skill center, which is Bakote Little Tree, as our administrative headquarters. And we are governing 24,840 scouts in this country. Come maybe by when school resume, we'll have another 5,000 on top of that.
Mamadou Sabali, a special advisor to President Adama Barrow and a former member of the Scout band, emphasized the profound influence of Scouting on the leadership of former President Dawda Jawara. He believes that Jawara's involvement in Scouting played a key role in shaping his strong ethical foundation and effective leadership from 1965 to 1994.
This is how we build a nation, according to the principle of your former scout, Sir Dawda Jawara, one Gambia, one people, one nation, living in mutual respect, peaceful coexistence, and happiness.
One of the key interventions of the Scout Association is its crucial role in strengthening the resilience of local communities and providing relief efforts in the aftermath of both natural and conflict-driven disasters. This is especially crucial given the escalating impacts of climate change, which are felt more acutely each day. Reporting for QTV News, I am Jenna Bosonko.
Now on Friday, the Food and Agriculture Organization of the United Nations officially closed a 5-week training program on using the FAO Chara technology oven. The aim was to equip the participants with the skills necessary for improved fish processing and smoking practices. Mam Nabuka attended the closing ceremony, and this is her report.
The Prore Fish Project, co-financed by the FAO, the Government of the Gambia and the Green Climate Fund, offers a holistic threefold response to enhance adaptation, mitigation, and reduction of the climate-related risks affecting the country's fishery sector. Through Component 2.1 of the project, which aims to reduce risks by improving infrastructure, technology, and processing techniques, a 5-week training program on how to utilize FAO Chara technique ovens for improved fish smoking and processing was carried out in the Brufut Fish Landing site. This closing ceremony aims to demonstrate what participants learned during the training and showcase the transformative potential of the FTT ovens in enhancing efficiency and sustainability. Here are Lamin Fofana, the fishery specialist of the Prore Fish Project, and Matthew Gomez, the deputy project coordinator.
Over the years, this technology has been proven to be energy efficient. Also, it increases the shelf-life of the fish, which means the fish can stay longer. And also, compared to the traditional smoking methods, the level of PAH, that is polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons, which is carcinogenic, is very minimal when these ovens are used to smoke fish.
These chemical substances that we're talking about is not in the FTT because we don't use wood, we use charcoal. And you know charcoal is already carbonated, and because it's already carbonated, the smoke content in the charcoal is very minimal. And that's why if you look at the fish, it is not very brown as the one that they use in the local ovens. That helps the fisher folks also to be able to meet the international market.
Throughout the 5-week program, 125 participants, all women, were taken through a rigorous process of learning and understanding the equipment. Aminata Fadera, the lead trainer of the Prore Fish Project, takes us through the technicalities of the ovens and gives us an overview of what the women were taught.
The FTT is not only to smoke fishery products like catfish, but women here can also use poultry products to smoke it here. And if they want as well, dryers can also use this oven to dry their products. It has a fat collector, and this fat collector helps to drip in any oil or fat that comes from the oil directly, and there is an opening here where the oils will pop out. And this oil can be used as a source of byproduct. The women can use this oil as well to make soap or any forms of byproduct, or they can even use it for cooking. It serves as a cooking oil. This is the ambat furnace. So in here we add the agricultural biomass like the cocoa cells or even groundnut peels mixed with bricks and then with charcoal. Or sometimes we can naturally use the agricultural biomass since we said it's natural and efficient. So any inhalation here would be so natural to them and will not cause hazard to their health. So far through the training, we have trained the women on hygiene and sanitation. We train them on environmental sanitations as well. We train them on good hygiene practices. We give them the opportunity to learn about bookkeeping, where they'll be able to save money for future generation needs. We've also trained the women for them to organize themselves into organization, because organization is a driving force.
This is Mariama Koli, the representative of the trainees. Being encouraged to practice hygiene is not an insult. Rather, it is a push to establish a more sanitary business practice that can be easily accessed by both local and international customers. Through this program, we have learned fish smoking and drying techniques that were previously unknown to us. We are immensely grateful to the FAO for providing us with this invaluable experience. The Prairie Fish Project is a $25 million 6 years green climate initiative that will strengthen the Gambia's fishery communities, which are particularly vulnerable to climate stresses. It will directly and indirectly benefit 417,643 people, 52.4% of which will be women. Work is already underway in Banjul, Gunjur, Katong, Tanji, and Bintang in Foni. Mamna Buka, reporting for QTV News.
Up next is Sport News. Over 80 players from different teams and football academies participated in the open day of football trials for 16 to 19-year-olds at the Brigham Box Bar Mini Stadium. The trials were organized by Unique Global FC in collaboration with Elite Coaching Academy. Mahmoud Gajaga covered the event, and this is his report.
Young footballers showcased their skills on the first day of trials for players aged 16 to 19 years of age, hoping to impress recruitment officials from the English Premier League clubs, the Championship, and League One. The players demonstrated their potential in areas such as athleticism, ball control, passing, dribbling, and goal-scoring abilities. Adeniran Adeyinka Jr., head of recruitment at London-based Millwall FC of the EFL Championship, the second level of English football, shared insights in some of the promising talents identified during the event.
The day one of this trial has been amazing, fantastic. As you can see behind me over here, we're now doing our final game. So we've had 4 games this morning, an under-16 one, under-17, under-18, under-19. They've been playing 40 minutes through, which is a long time in this heat, and they've also had a physical test before they play the matches. So it's been very, very productive, very, very good. We've now selected it, shortened the list from maybe, I'd say 150 players, now down to the last 20. Last 24, we'll then select the last 16 to come and play on Thursday. But it's been very, very amazing from minute one. The under-16, so much talent. I'm phoning people, I'm texting people saying, hey, there's this player, there's that player. It's actually, the standard has been very, very, very high.
The football trials, organized by Unique Global FC in partnership with Elite Coaching Academy from the UK, aim to give young players the opportunity to learn, develop, and be exposed to the standards required to play professionally through the Elite Player Performance Program model. Papa Yusufan Jai, president of Unique Global FC, discusses the significance of partnership.
So I think there should be a lot of emphasis on scouting and coaching. They go together. So my first impressions are the talent is here, and I can be very open. The purpose here is to develop players and give them opportunities. Mbai has been live streaming. Over the last couple of hours, people have seen that. They've called Ade, they've called Idi. We want this player, we want that player. Just immediately. And when you look at the sheet of people being retained, those names are on the names that people are asking for. So for me, again, it's privilege. These young men are privileged to be in this position because the people here have a network. They've taken players to the Premier League, to the Championship, and other European countries.
Football trials present a unique and crucial opportunity for young players to demonstrate their abilities and talents in front of scouts and recruitment officials from top clubs and academies. For many aspiring footballers, these trials represent a gateway to a professional career, offering the chance to be noticed by elite coaching staff who can provide the necessary guidance and develop to help them reach their full potential. A strong performance during these trials can lead to an invitation to join a prestigious academy or even a professional squad where players receive top-tier coaching, access to high-performance facilities, and a chance to compete at higher levels. Beyond the technical skills, trials also allow players to showcase their mental toughness, work ethic, and ability to adapt to the demands of professional football, traits that are highly valued by clubs. Mamudu Gajaga, QTV News.
Well, that's all we have time for in this bulletin, but do join us tomorrow at 8 p.m. for an extended The Year in Review, which replaces this week's The Week in Review. Thanks for watching and bye for now.